Hey everybody, it's Scott Sandlin live from HypnoThoughts Live. I am speed dating, and the basics of it is this. You guys have been telling me for years, hey, there's so much great stuff at HypnoThoughts Live, it's hard to figure out what to pick, and so we decided to make it easier with speed dating. I'm going to spend about 10 minutes with Anthony here, and we're going to talk about his class and his background and his life, and in doing so, you're going to get a sense of him and what it's all about, and you'll decide if that's the kind of class you want to take and be able to do more homework on it there. We're going to keep these easy, fast, easy to share. And like I said, I'm talking with the guy that I've gotten to know, especially over the last 3 years. Anthony, you're doing Control is the name of the game. Let's talk about Control and HypnoThoughts Live.
Okay, well, I'm bringing this to the US, right? I mean, this is really big throughout Europe. It's really big in the UK. Tim Box created it. And it is not, it just hasn't been brought here enough. It is an amazing system. It is so elegant. It is so simple. It takes the world of hypnosis, it flips it on its end, which is what Gen Xers do just by nature. I'm glad that I found it because it's made my job a lot easier. It's more accessible for clients because I get to subvert the idea of hypnosis, right? We don't use trance as people expect trance to be used. So we've got an in where a lot of people have an obstacle.
And Tim Box, like you said, who is really integral to this whole thing, was at the first
Yeah.
HypnoThoughts Live. I've known Tim for a decade. Great guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, the nice thing about this work is you're getting to do hypnosis in a way that's different from a lot of traditional people. Let's dig into that. What do you mean you're using trance in a different way or not using trance in the way that they would expect?
So we use a term what we call subconscious dominance, right? This is where instead of trying to sneak past the security guard and into the building to make changes, we take everything that's inside the building, move it outside the building, and we don't have the interference of the security guard, right? Which is a little bit, people are going, well, what exactly does that mean? We create trance without creating it deliberately, which makes it more accessible for the client because we play imagination games. And we build up this intensity. We bring the subconscious forward in a playful manner, in an imaginative way, that then creates all of these resources for us to learn how to communicate best with their subconscious mind.
Okay, so let's take that because that's awesome. But now
Yeah.
let's take that and make it about the class for these people.
Okay.
That sounds like a cool thing to know. How do you teach that, and what are they going to do in the classroom?
This is something that sets Control Academy apart from everybody. We don't fake things. You are going to come to class with an issue that you want to change in your life. I'm going to do, then you're going to do. I'm going to show, do. So everything that I'm going to demonstrate, you are then going to do with another person in class. That way, when you have oh my God, what do I do now? They didn't talk about this in class. Well, guess what? I'm right there to hold your hand, to guide you through the process so you are successful with your client, they're successful, and you get to really learn the system. I mean, that's the best part of this.
Yeah, in talking with you about this and reading the stuff that you said when you applied, it's such a hands-on class. Like this is one of those things that
Yes.
you really, there are some classes that you could do online for sure, and this is
Yeah.
not one of them. This is such an in-person class, right?
Well, we do it online. It is a great system to do online. And that's what, the amazing thing about doing it online is because it is so transferable. And that's what makes it magic because we keep it really simplistic. Our main thing is KISS, right? Keep it super simple, right?
Sure. Wait,
We
you can
like
do
to,
this, like teach this on, like I understand doing it
yeah,
like with a client online, but you're teaching this one online?
we teach this online as well.
I
Absolutely.
didn't
I
know
mean,
that.
absolutely. That's how I learned it. And I've spent more than 150 hours, 160 hours with Tim teaching this to people throughout the UK
Oh, wow.
online.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah. I've got a ton of training underneath my belt with this. I didn't just jump on, learn the system, and decide, hey, Tim, let me pay you some money and teach this. No, I learned the system. I work the system. I'm in the trenches every day with these clients, and I am excellent at the application of this. I mean, blows people away, including myself sometimes, I've got to admit. But yeah, I just love it.
Okay, so help me understand this and actually help them understand this. It doesn't matter if I understand it, it's them.
Okay.
Uh, let's talk about materials. Let's talk about resources. Like if
Okay.
someone's going to be learning this, and if you're doing it online, you've got support materials, right? Like
Right.
what do the students walk away with?
So even online, even on the in the online classes, a week before class starts, you get both of your training manuals. We have two full 60-page training manuals that you go. We've got tons of online material that you're going to be able to download. But the most important thing that you're going to get is the after, what kind of the aftercare thing, right? After training, the last day of training, we set up on that day 3 meetings where all of us as a class get back together and we cover for 3 hours. We set those up for 3 hours apiece, and we make sure that you're able to complete your case studies. Are you having any challenges? What are, where are you excelling? Where are you having some troubles? We have a Facebook group that is dedicated to those folks where you have access to Tim, Nicole Mazzucato, who is also on the team and my co-host on the podcast, but you have
Yep.
access to all three of us all the time, and it doesn't cost you extra money. We don't charge you extra money to teach you how to actually be successful with our system. That's a new thing.
Right. Like this is the kind of thing where you take this class, you're not just, pushing them out into the world and say, hey, good luck with
No,
all this stuff we talked about over the weekend. It's you're hand holding these people throughout their continued journey and giving them
correct.
support and answering questions and crowdsourcing that because, one person will like have a question and someone else will have a comment and then we're all learning from each other. It's really
Right.
important stuff.
Right. And I mean, even after you become a qualified practitioner, then you have the monthly support meetings. We have practitioner forums, practitioner support forums, and Tim holds one and I hold one, and they're about the same topics. And we talk about how to use the system with different sorts of issues. We do that for about the first hour and a half, and then that second hour and a half, it's all about the practitioners. What challenges are they having? What are they bringing to the table?
Excellent.
And you're getting perspectives from people all over the world. So you're really getting a real robust kind of information center. I absolutely love it. You're becoming a family when you join the control system.
Yeah. So if you sign up for this class at HypnoThoughts Live this year, and it's a
Mhm.
post conference, if I remember correctly,
Yes,
uh,
correct. Yeah.
people show up for this post conference. Yeah, you're going to get the class. Yeah, you're going to get time with Anthony. Yeah, you're going to get a couple 60-page manuals, and you're going to get access to this community. Like that you have that makes all the other things like there's a multiplier on the wonderful of the other stuff that I just mentioned because of this ongoing support, access, community,
Right.
uh, brainstorming, all of that stuff is built into the price when you take this class.
Yes, you do not pay extra for support from us. It's just, uh, we're doing this because we want to see people be successful.
Yeah,
That's why I'm a hypnotist anyway, right? That's why I'm a
right,
change worker.
right.
And I want to see other change workers be successful. I struggle like everybody else. I'm not going to be one of those people out there. I have a six-figure income and I'm super cool. No. I work just like everybody else, and there are months that it's really awesome and months that it's tough, and I think that the more that we recognize that and support each other through those times, instead of trying to make people feel like, well, what are you not doing right? When it just happens to be the environment that we're in,
Right.
that's where we can really support each other as a community and help each other be more successful. And that's what the control system is all about.
And that's what if you guys are watching this, you think, okay, that's interesting. I want to know about this. And maybe it was the content and doing the translate work. Maybe it was, subconscious dominant. Maybe it's the idea of this ongoing support and the collateral materials. Whatever it is, if you're saying, I want to know more, we're making this simple. You go to htlive.net. You click on the
Mhm,
button that says pre and post conference schedule.
mhm.
You'll see Anthony's class right there. You can get his bio. You can get more information on the class and you can register right there. We've made it as easy as possible for you guys to make sure you're taking the best classes for you so that you're helping your clients and building your practice and doing the work that you're excited about. So Anthony, I know you are busy. You've got a lot going on.
Right.
So I want to say thank you for taking time to talk with me about
Thank
this
you.
class. Control Academy is a really cool thing. So I hope people will go check it out and register. And I'll see you at HypnoThoughts Live this summer.
Yes, you will, sir. Thank you very much, Scott.
You bet.